Have you ever felt an unexplainable connection to a place you've never been to? Or maybe you've met someone and felt like you've known them forever. These aren't just passing feelings. They could be signs of something extraordinary, a glimpse into your past lives. The idea of past lives and reincarnation has been embraced by many cultures and spiritual traditions for centuries. It's the belief that our souls embark on a journey through multiple lifetimes, evolving and gaining wisdom with each experience. While science hasn't offered concrete evidence for reincarnation, countless stories and experiences from people around the world suggest that our souls may indeed carry memories from previous lives. In today's video, we'll uncover the subtle yet powerful clues that suggest you've lived before. Stick around, because you might discover a piece of your soul's hidden journey. 1. Unexplained fears or phobias. Have you ever felt a deep fear that seems to come out of nowhere? Maybe the idea of deep water makes your heart race, even though you've never had a dangerous experience with it. Or heights leave you paralyzed with fear, even though you've never had a fall. These kinds of unexplainable fears could actually be clues to a past life. In the theory of past lives, it's believed that traumatic events from previous incarnations can leave an imprint on our souls, carrying over into our current life. For instance, if you experienced drowning in a past life, it might explain why the thought of water makes you anxious today. Even though your conscious mind doesn't remember the event, your soul retains the memory of that trauma. What makes these fears especially intriguing is how resistant they are to logic. You might know that flying is one of the safest ways to travel, yet that knowledge does nothing to ease your fear of airplanes. That's because these fears aren't rooted in anything from your current life. They're remnants from a past life, waiting to be understood. Recognizing this connection can be the first step toward healing and freeing yourself from these unexplained fears. Inexplicable skills or knowledge. Have you ever discovered you're naturally good at something you've never studied, or felt like you knew things without ever learning them? These unexplainable talents or bits of knowledge might actually be echoes from your past lives. In the realm of reincarnation theory, it's believed that we carry skills and memories from our previous lifetimes into the present. Think of child prodigies who can compose music or play instruments with incredible skill despite never having formal training, or people who speak a language they've never consciously studied. These extraordinary abilities could be the result of expertise developed over multiple lifetimes. Even if you're not a prodigy, you might notice certain aptitudes that feel surprisingly natural. Perhaps you pick up a paintbrush for the first time and it feels like second nature. Or you start learning a new language, and some words feel oddly familiar. While these skills don't guarantee mastery, they often manifest as an intuitive ease or a sense of déjà vu. They may be glimpses of the talents your soul has carried with it through time. 3. Recurring dreams or nightmares. Have you ever woken up from a dream that felt more like a memory than a fantasy? Maybe you see yourself living in a distant time or place you've never been. Or perhaps you experience life through the eyes of someone completely different from who you are now. These recurring dreams, especially vivid and detailed ones, might be glimpses into your past lives. Our subconscious mind is like a vault, storing memories our conscious mind can't easily access. During sleep, the boundaries between the conscious and subconscious weaken, allowing hidden memories to surface. If you frequently dream about a specific place, time period, or situation you've never encountered in this life, it could be your subconscious replaying fragments of past life experiences. Pay close attention to the emotions in these dreams. Do you feel an inexplicable sense of familiarity or belonging in an otherwise unfamiliar setting? Do you find yourself knowing things or performing tasks that feel natural, even though they're not part of your waking life? These could be signs that your dreams are uncovering echoes of a previous lifetime. Keeping a dream journal can help identify recurring themes or patterns that might reveal past life connections. Thea. Xenoglossy. Xenoglossy is one of the most fascinating and controversial phenomena associated with past lives. It's the ability to speak, understand, or write in a language you've never studied or been exposed to in your current life. For some, this is seen as compelling evidence of reincarnation, with the knowledge of the language being carried over from a previous lifetime. Imagine someone who has only ever spoken English suddenly demonstrating fluency in French or another language without any prior learning. Believers in xenoglossy argue that such abilities could stem from a past life lived in a place where that language was spoken. However, this phenomenon is far from universally accepted. While there are a few documented cases, they are often met with skepticism and rigorous scrutiny. Critics suggest alternative explanations, such as unconscious exposure to the language or simply mimicking sounds without truly understanding their meaning. Despite the debate, xenoglossy remains an intriguing topic for those fascinated by reincarnation and the mysteries of the human mind. While it might not serve as definitive proof of past lives, it continues to spark curiosity and inspire further exploration into the unknown. 5. Intense connections with certain people. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt like you've known them forever, even though you've only just met? Or maybe the opposite. You feel an unexplainable tension or discomfort around someone for no apparent reason. These intense, immediate reactions could be signs of a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. According to reincarnation theory, souls often travel through multiple lifetimes together, taking on different roles in each other's lives. That instant bond with a stranger could stem from a past life relationship where they were a close friend, family member, or even a romantic partner. Conversely, feelings of unease or conflict might point to unresolved issues from a previous life. These connections are often described as recognition at the soul level. You might meet someone who feels like your soulmate, a partner with whom you share a deep, inexplicable connection, or a soul friend, someone who feels like family despite no biological ties. Pay attention to these profound relationships. They could be echoes of important bonds from your past lives, brought into this life for further growth, healing, or simply to reconnect. These encounters remind us that some connections transcend time and space. 6. Strong attraction to certain cultures or time periods. Have you ever felt an unshakable connection to a particular culture or historical era, even if it's vastly different from your own? Maybe you're fascinated by the mysteries of ancient Mesopotamia, feel a strong pull toward the Renaissance in Italy, or resonate deeply with Native American traditions. This profound attraction could be a sign that you lived in that culture or time period during a past life. Many people describe this feeling as a sense of home. You might naturally understand and relate to the values, customs, or lifestyle of a culture you've never experienced in your current life. Perhaps you've even had vivid dreams or daydreams about living in a specific historical period, filled with details that feel strangely familiar. This connection often goes beyond casual interest. You might find yourself drawn to the food, music, or clothing of that culture, or even decorating your space to reflect elements of a specific time period. These preferences could be your soul's way of seeking out the comfort of a life it once lived. Pay attention to the cultures and eras that captivate you. They might just hold a key to understanding your past life experiences. 7. Déjà vu experiences. Have you ever had that eerie feeling that you've been somewhere or done something before, even though you're certain it's your first time? This phenomenon, known as déjà vu, is something many people experience. But when these moments are frequent or particularly intense, they could be more than just a coincidence. They might be glimpses of past life memories resurfacing. From the perspective of past lives, déjà vu happens when your current experiences mirror events or situations from a previous lifetime. Your soul recognizes the familiarity, even if your conscious mind doesn't. This can occur with places, conversations, or specific scenarios. For instance, you might visit a foreign city for the first time and inexplicably know your way around, or meet someone new and feel an immediate deep connection, as if you've known them forever. Often these experiences come with powerful emotions, happiness, sadness, or even unease, that seem out of place in the moment, but might tie back to feelings associated with a past life memory. Pay close attention to these moments. The emotions and details they evoke could provide valuable clues about the lives your soul has lived before. Unexplained physical marks or sensations. Have you ever wondered if your body carries memories from a life you don't consciously recall? Birthmarks, Chronic physical issues, or even unusual bodily sensations, might hold clues to experiences from your past lives. Some believe that the way we died in a previous lifetime can leave an imprint on our current body. For example, a birthmark on your abdomen might correspond to a past life injury, such as a sword wound or a fatal blow. Similarly, chronic pain in a specific area, without any clear medical explanation, might stem from an unresolved trauma in a prior incarnation. Phantom sensations are another curious phenomenon. You might feel the weight of long hair brushing against your shoulders, even though your hair is short, or sense the texture of clothing from a historical era you've never worn. These sensations could be subtle echoes of lives lived long ago. Not all physical imprints are negative, though. You might find yourself with a natural talent, such as exceptional balance or dexterity, which could be a skill carried over from a previous life. Paying attention to these mysterious physical marks and sensations can offer a fascinating glimpse into the story of your soul's journey through time. The idea of spirits guiding you is embodied by the legends of the two orders. Feeling like you don't belong. Do you ever feel like you don't quite fit in? As if you're out of step with the world around you, or meant to be somewhere else, or someone else? This deep sense of not belonging might be your soul's way of remembering times and places where it felt more at home. This feeling goes beyond simply being different or unique. Those who resonate with the idea of past lives often describe a sense of being in the wrong era or environment. You might feel disconnected from modern life, yearning for a simpler, slower-paced time, or even for a particular culture or place you've never visited in this lifetime. This inner longing could stem from memories of a past life where you felt deeply aligned with your surroundings. Whether it's a pull toward a specific historical period, a distant land, or even a way of living that feels more authentic, these feelings might be subtle echoes of your soul's previous experiences. Conclusion. The signs of past lives are often subtle, easily dismissed as quirks or coincidences. But when we take the time to notice them, and allow ourselves to entertain the idea that our souls may have lived before, they can reveal an entirely new perspective on who we are and our place in the vast universe. Recognizing these signs doesn't require you to fully embrace reincarnation. Instead, think of it as an invitation to explore, to question, and to dive deeper into your own experiences and emotions. If you've made it this far, let me know in the comments which sign you've noticed in your own life. For more captivating topics, be sure to watch the next video recommended on your screen. Thank you for watching.